Hello everybody and welcome to today's video. Today we are reviewing a 2026 Chevy Silverado 1500 Custom with the 2.7 liter turbocharged Turbo Max engine. Let's get into it. Before we get started, I'd like to give a huge shout out to Rusty During Chevrolet here in Jefferson City, Missouri for allowing me time with this vehicle. Please reach out to Evan for all your vehicle needs. Powering this 2026 Chevy Silverado 1500 Custom is the 2.7 liter Turbo Max engine, producing 310 horsepower and 430 pound-feet of torque through an 8-speed automatic transmission. Starting in the front here, you'll notice we get the Chevrolet spelled out in the grille. Black Chevy bow tie down here. This does have the Dark Essentials package, so all our badges are black. Coming around to this side, we have halogen headlights. I do like the design of these. If we come down here, we have a color matched bumper, air dam down below. We still have recovery hooks right here, 2 of them black, which I think looks really good. Coming around to the passenger side, let's take a look at our wheel and tire setup. These are Goodyear Wranglers 275/60 R20s. This one also has the option all-terrain tire upgrade, which is only a couple $100. Also, we do have a wheel liner up front, standard suspension, black Silverado logo here. We do have the plastic capped mirrors. No blind spot monitoring in this truck. Then we kind of have the cheaper plastic black handles. Your side profile. No running boards on this one. Let's come around to the back. We have a 4x4 logo also in the back. We have a nice bed step on the rear bumper. And then our exhaust, we just have a single exhaust outlet right here. You can check out the leaf springs in the back. No wheel liner in the back. Let's go to the back here. Taillights are also halogen. This is the lowest trim in the Silverado lineup, so we do not have LED lighting. There's our custom badge here, black Chevrolet, and the tailgate looks great against the white Silverado right here. Color matched bumper. If we look at towing, this does tow around 9,000 pounds. And then the tailgate is a dampened. We do have a lot of snow here, but we will see that we do get power and cargo lights. These might actually be LEDs in the bed. And then this one has the spray-in bed liner as well. So overall, pretty good setup. Super light tailgate. This one does not have a sticker on it, but let's talk pricing real quick. So this does have the 2.7 liter Turbo Max, which is the lowest engine offered in the Silverado lineup, same one that's in the Colorado. I will say pricing MSRP on this particular truck with just a couple $1,000s worth of options is around $52,000. However, with this Silverado here, Rusty Drewing, you can get this truck right now for around $41,000. To me, for a full-size truck, close to that 40K mark, that is a steal. I mean, this thing is a pretty good looking truck. We'll take a look at the interior. But overall, if you're just looking for a truck that can haul, that has a lot of space in the back, check out this truck. The most appealing thing about this truck is the price. So as you would expect, pretty plain in here, but for some people, that's fine. We have hard material here. Lock unlock right there. Window controls, lots of storage down below. If we look at the payload number, 1866, that's better than most high trims. So like I said, this does truck things. Check this out over here. Look, we still get a 2-speed transfer case. So we do have 4 auto. Hill descent control. We have our lighting control, trailer control here, backup assist. Take a look at these seats. They are powered also, which is nice. We do get cloth seats. Still pretty comfortable, not as comfortable as Ford. They're a little stiff, but that's okay. Hopping inside, here's our steering wheel. Pretty standard cruise controls on the left here, and actually nothing on the right because our gauge cluster is semi-digital, but mostly analog, which doesn't bother me at all. We still have a push start. So we take a look. Here's kind of our startup sequence. So here's our wiper controls on the left. We do have a column shifter in this one, which is also fine with me. There's our gold bow tie. Coming across, this is the 7-inch screen. Nothing special, but you still get Apple CarPlay. Just it's not as fancy as obviously the higher trims. Coming down here, we have a home button for this screen. Audio controls here. And then climate controls are down here. Pretty standard, no heated seat, no ventilated seat in this, and no dual zone climate. Coming down here, we do have lane keep assist, auto start stop, tailgate drop, hazard, and ABS control, trailer brake controller, 2 USB ports, and then 2 more outlets right here. We still get the upper glove box and lower glove box, so lots of storage in this truck. If we look up top, not much going on. This doesn't have a rear window. Thought it did for a second. Standard rear view mirror. Let's take a look. This is bench seat, obviously, this lower trim. Let's take a look at this center console. Lots of stuff in here. Lots of space, I should say. Lots of storage throughout here. This can come up, so you can fit 3 in the front. And then I'm pretty sure there's more storage down there, that is great. That's a ton of room right there. Here's the root view of the passenger side. So, functional truck. Let's hop out and listen to this 2.7. You barely notice this thing is on. So just nice little hum. All right, so taking a look at the back here. Just have window controls on this back door. Some storage right here. Just a standard sound system, nothing fancy. We do have pockets back here. Your plugins are way down here. And your vents. No center armrest, no rear mirror, no sunroof, obviously. But I will say, hopping in this thing, semi-flat floor, lots of room. Look how much room there is. Ton of room back here. That seat could probably come back a little more for me, but it's pretty close to where I'd have it. There's a view of the front. Plain, simple, functional. It's about all you need. And like I said, about $41,000. You can have this truck right now. If you're good at wheeling and dealing, you can maybe get this for under 40, which is unheard of in today's market. See, look here, you still get, you all probably can't see that. Your lock, unlock, we do get a remote start and a tailgate drop. So all your features that you need, the remote start, as mentioned, there's a couple different options. Dark Essentials package, I think looks great. Gives you the black wheels. We have the all-terrain tires on this. Overall, really cool setup. If you're looking for a cheap truck, come check out a Silverado Custom, 1500 Custom. Also, if you're looking to modify a truck, you could start low here. Powertrain, we'll check out in a second. I think it might surprise you. Right, we're off in this 2026 Chevy Silverado 1500. We'll just do a quick lap around the block. So as you can notice, you can barely tell this truck is on with that 2.7. I'm gonna put it in 4 high. Get out of this parking lot. Lots of snow today. So this 2.7 will surprise you. I have a 2.7 liter in my Ford F-150. I know it's a different engine. Power plants are similar. It has some giddy up. Feels great in the Colorado, this engine. And it feels like a diesel. So you have that low end torque. It drives really, really well. Pretty good giddy up here. It gets up and goes faster than you would think. And like I said, this truck is only $41,000, so there's plenty of power here. The ride isn't the softest, isn't the smoothest, but you know, we have no fancy suspension. But you can haul more than most off-road trucks, most higher level trims. And so if you're looking for something with great payload, great towing capacity, a ton of room in the back, that's not going to break the bank, look at this truck. Look at trucks similar to this. I feel like the lower level trims don't get the credit they deserve. You know, people are talking about trucks. You know, the average truck of an average price of an F-150 in 2026 is $70,000. Let that sink in. Check out this truck. One more rip here. Yeah, feels really, really nice. Not to mention the fuel economy on this thing. What is going on here? Is really, really good. Bet you could get close to about 20 if you really tried. I get about 19 in my F-150. So there you go. Good fuel economy also. Just a really good daily driver. You don't have all the fancy tech. But to be honest, most people don't need that. You know, it would be nice to maybe have heated seats in this one. I wish that was kind of standard across the board, but maybe we'll get there someday. But in the meantime, oh, you check out this rear view camera. Quality's okay. It's small, but it get the job done. But in the meantime, thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. We're getting close to that 1,000 subscriber mark, which is awesome. And it's all because of you guys that we are getting there. So until next time, we'll catch you around.